So why are you out here in Epping today?
No, I'm a local resident. Obviously, I am in the media as well, but I've got 3 children, 2 young girls. The crime that emanates from this hotel over the last few years is worrying, and the people of Epping do not deserve that. I'm soon to have 2 family members at the local school. They're not allowed to walk to and from school at the moment. They're not allowed to stay in the high road since this hotel has had the problems. Parents up and down this town will not let their young girls out, and for good reason.
I come down here to support the local community of Epping against the barbarians in that hotel down there. Obviously, I'm coming down here today because also many young girls have been allegedly sexually assaulted on this high road, and obviously the people in that hotel are contributing to these sexual assaults. So I've come down here to demand justice for all of them girls, and obviously to remove these fake refugees from the hotel.
Well, I've come here the past few weeks now because I'm not from the area, but I want to support the local community, because I think the way that they've been ignored by the government, by the Home Office that's now gone against them, I think it's completely wrong. You know, government's meant to serve the people, it's meant to be for the people, and right now it seems like the government is working directly against the people of Epping, and I want to come out here and support the local community and say that the majority of the country stands with you. The majority of the country knows that what you're fighting for is correct, and come the next general election the government will find that out.
I was born in Epping, I was born in St Margaret's Hospital. I went to every single school here, grew up, and the town's gone to pot. These guys are in here, all sorts of accusations coming out. I'm not saying what's true, what's not, but I know what is true. I've seen it myself when they're walking into Tesco, just loading the trolleys up and walking out. When we're all struggling in life, I'm about to lose my place at the moment due to my landlord's giving it up for immigrants. Where's the fairness? There's no fairness at all, is there? Don't really know what to do anymore other than camp out here, which is my plan.
It's honestly disgusting, and we need to remove these fake refugees from that hotel, because real refugees come from war-torn countries and flee with their whole family, but they're all undocumented, unvetted males, and they have no place in Epping or this country, full stop. If you want to send them anywhere, send them back, or send them to one of the Scottish islands, and then they can, prescribe to the army and probably contribute to our society if they're real war-fleeing men and they're real gentlemen that are actually coming to our country, contributing to our society as everyday British people.
We've had harassment, we've had flashing, we've had women, stopped in cars. We've had dirty language from the migrants to young girls in school uniforms. We've had the alleged sexual assault. We've had the fires. Someone that was alleged from that hotel to have started 2 fires. Enough's enough, and the people of Epping are not going to have it. I'm one of these people. I live 2 miles down the road. I'm here in my media capacity, but I'm here as a father. We're going nowhere, and I hope the government knows that. We are going nowhere every week. Peaceful, good people. This is not the far right. This is the people that run this, represent this country. Epping is everyone now.
Can I just ask, what's your reaction to the Home Office attempting to stop the temporary injunction that would stop asylum seekers from being housed here?
Absolutely disgusting, and everyone I've spoke to agrees with me.
I'm not surprised. I think I knew from the moment they got that injunction that it probably wasn't going to last. I had a look at the records of the judges who were overseeing the case. Labour Party donors, one of them actively tried to stop Brexit. So I'm really not surprised that the system has worked against the people of Epping.
The fact that we're lower than the immigrants coming in here. Well, I'll tell you what the Home Office can do. Get your income tax and get all your other council tax, everything off them in future. Because why should we pay for them?
At the end of the day, they're meant to be going from this hotel, but now there's been obviously an injunction to basically keep it open due to human rights. Now the human rights, I believe we're in the ECHR, which gives rights to these people down there. I believe we should leave this, but honestly, these people are contributing to a demographic replacement of our native population, and I think that's not right. You don't have to be right when you don't have to be a patriot to think that is wrong at all. You don't have to be like I said, a patriot or right wing to think that your people being demographically replaced is normal and should be allowed. I also think you don't have to be right wing or a patriot to think that many young girls should be the expense of that hotel.
It shows how much they put the migrants before the native Brits.
You think they're more important than us? Use their money instead of ours. Because that's the issue here. We're paying out for these guys, we don't want them here. So until you get rid of them, we're going to cause you problems. We're peaceful, we're going to stay peaceful. But unfortunately, I can't vouch for everyone, so the way you're pushing people is... I can see civil war. I'm not condoning it, but I can see the only way to end this is civil war. Or some kind of big incident which is going to hit the headlines and wake up Starmer and the Home Office. Because I think they're all disgusting what they're doing. None of them have got a clue what they're doing, really. Even Rachel Reeves. I know it's not nothing to do with this, but got to be funny. Why are they still in government? It's a total joke.
Is now the government versus the people. They've shown their colours. We've had Bridget Phillipson say on TV today that the rights of asylum seekers trump those rights of local residents. We know where we stand now, and the government will find out where they stand with people like us. Good people, working people. We've had enough. We will be here every week peacefully, using our democratic right to protest. We promise.
But my hope is the fact that they got that close has sort of inspired other local councils to seek legal action. It's inspired more communities to know that that there is a way out of this. You just need to keep the pressure on. Need to keep standing up. Need to keep coming out and making your voices heard. Because at the end of the day, as I said before, we do live in a democracy, and these people will have to face the voters eventually. And if they don't answer the calls that's clearly been made week after week, that we don't want illegal migrants being housed in hotels on the taxpayer dime, and that we want less net migration in this country. If they don't answer that call, then they're going to lose their jobs.
If we keep seeing protests like this with no result, do you think that we'll eventually go to riots and civil unrest and maybe even civil war?
No, I don't. I think it'll just be continue just to get worse and worse and worse until it just hits rock bottom, sort of like, I don't know, post, like maybe sort of former Rhodesia and Zimbabwe and Russia after the fall of the Soviet Union. Those countries haven't gotten any better despite a lot of unrest there either.
Oh wow. So do you think that we've lost our country? You think there's no way back?
Oh no, I do think there's a way back. It's just, it's either we're going to continue falling down the the filthiest toilet in Scotland, to use the term from Train Spotting, or it's we're going to have to show something, and this is one example of it.
The police have come out mob-handed today. I don't know why. We're out for a peaceful march, and they're already trying to start trouble. We've had it when we marched up the road just then. I don't know if your viewers see. Smoke, puts the smoke bombs off. Nothing wrong with that. We've done it every week for 16 weeks now, or 16 protests. And one officer didn't like it, so he tried to start trouble down there, grabbing the smoke bombs off people, saying it's inappropriate, and all the crap under the sun.
Peaceful protest. Obviously, then Sarah, when he put the flag up, wanted to have a little speech, and they dragged her to the floor like she was an animal. And then they pushed Jamie as well for no reason, which I witnessed. And then they started pushing and shoving, and Mum was the one that got pushed and shoved in the middle of it. I'm disgusted in them. Sorry.
No need for it. Their behaviour was absolutely disgusting.
So did you say that you were pushed to the ground? Are you okay? Were you badly hurt?
I hurt my leg, hurt my back. My daughter had to get me out, and some men. It was really bad.
We've been pushed as well.
Yeah.
She was in the middle of it. She's a 72-year-old lady. Was at the front?
So
was my mum.
But the police caused it.
Exactly.
The police
It was peaceful until the police, they caused the problems tonight. And what I've witnessed tonight is shocking.